So I've been trading for a long time, believe it or not, 12 years. I know I don't look it, you don't have to leave a comment, I already get enough of those already. But I recently entered the world of prop firms, and because I've been trading for so long, I know what's a scam and what's not. And with so many prop firms out there, it is very hard to pick one and actually be confident that that is the right prop firm that you should be using. So in this video, I want to talk about the 4 prop firms that I have personally used and actually think are worth the time and effort, and of course, the money, whether you're a beginner or advanced trader. We're going to compare the 50K evaluation accounts in this video. We are only going to focus on the evaluation accounts, which ones are the easiest to pass, which ones have the best rules, which one has the best cost, and we are going to rate them from F to S, S tier being the gold standard. Smash up that like button, otherwise you are cursed with 10 years of unprofitable trading. And with that being said, let's dive right into it. So the first prop firm that we're going to take a look at is going to be Apex Trader Funding. Whether you love them or you hate them or you've never heard anything about them, they are without a doubt the biggest prop firm in the trading space right now, so we have to talk about them. So with that being said, let's take a look at their 50K evaluation account rules. So with Apex Trader Funding, you have a max contract size of 10 minis or 100 micros, okay? So that means you can trade 10 contracts maximum on the E-mini NASDAQ or 100 contracts maximum on the micro NASDAQ, okay? You have a profit goal of $3,000, a trailing threshold of $2,500. So what this means is that you can't lose more than $2,500 from your balance. So if you have a balance of $52,500 and you lose $2,500, even though you're only at the 50K starting balance, you will still lose your account because it trails. So that means from the max amount of money in your balance, that is what they use to calculate the $2,500 trailing threshold, okay? Now, let's talk about price. A 50K evaluation account from Apex Trader Funding is going to cost you around $167 per month. But the thing about Apex Trader Funding is that they offer coupon codes all the time, pretty much all year round, where you can get 70 to 90% off your 50K evaluation account. So this number in reality is going to be closer to around $16 to $33, which is going to make this the cheapest option of the 4 prop firms we are going to talk about today. But there is a catch to this because they do have an activation fee of around $130. So that means when you pass your evaluation account, you have to pay $130 to actually get access to your funded account. So the all-in cost for your 50K account is going to be somewhere around $150 to $170-ish, making it actually one of the most expensive prop firms in the industry when you actually calculate the full price after the activation fee. Now, I'm not even going to get into all the payout rules, but Apex Trader Funding is known for being one of the harder prop firms to actually get a payout from. They have a lot of payout rules, which that is a whole nother video. Right now, we're just covering evaluation accounts. But because of this, I'm going to give Apex Trader Funding a C ranking on the tier list because even though they are one of the most expensive and hardest technically to get a payout from, they are still by far the cheapest prop firm to actually just get your evaluation account. So the reason I give it a C tier is because it is great for beginners who just want to get some experience in the prop firm industry, right? If you don't have a lot of money laying around, but you still want to kind of get your feet wet with the prop firms and try to pass the evaluation, then Apex Trader Funding is literally probably the only option for a beginner. But if you're actually very good at trading and very advanced, then Apex Trader Funding may not be the one for you. There are better options out there. So with that being said, let's talk about the next prop firm that you have as an option. That is going to be Tradeify. You're looking at $139 per month with a $0 activation fee. But you can also get some good discount codes, usually around 30% off your 50K account. So you're really looking at around an all-in cost of around $97 per month, which is pretty good, okay? Your profit target is going to be $3,000. Your max contract size is going to be 5 minis or 50 micros. Your daily loss limit is going to be $1,250. So this is something different from Apex Trader. You now have a soft breach daily drawdown. So what this means is that if you lose $1,250 from your max balance during any trading session, during trading session hours, okay, if you lose $1,250, you are locked out of your account. You're not losing the account, but you get locked out and you can't trade until the next day, okay? So your max drawdown, where you actually lose your entire account, is $2,000. The minimum days to pass is 1, which I forgot to mention. Apex Trader also has 1 day to pass, so it is extremely easy to pass the account. You only need 1 trading day in order to pass the account, and then they have a reset fee of $85. So this right here is all very good in my opinion. It's $97. You have some decent rules. The only thing that could be a little annoying is the daily loss limit, which is the soft breach, okay? But if you are using proper risk management, this really isn't going to be an issue for you, and they don't have an activation fee, which is always really nice. Now, the only thing that I do not like about Tradeify is the fact that they offer straight to sim funding, okay? Because I personally don't think that these plans are worth it, because you may as well spend the money on the evaluation accounts, treat them like they're real accounts, and then just pass the account for much cheaper rather than trying to rush it and go straight to these accounts, which are much harder to trade, okay? They all have soft breaches, and they all have a consistency rule, which means that you need to not make more than 20% of your profit goal in 1 day. So what this rule means is that, let's say, for example, you have a profit goal of $10,000, okay? If you take a trade and that trade earns you over $2,000 or 20% of your profit goal, this is technically against their rules, okay? So because of this, I'm going to give Tradeify an A tier rating. I think they're good, but I think they have some room for improvement. But overall, very, very solid, all right? Now, this brings us to our next prop firm, which is going to be Take Profit Trader. Now we are getting into the gold standard of prop firms. Take Profit Trader is personally my favorite prop firm by far, because they have the simplest rules and the easiest payout requests. You can literally request withdrawals multiple times in 1 day, whereas other prop firms, you have to wait a certain amount of days, or you have to trade for a certain amount of days before you can request payouts. Take Profit Trader has none of that. As long as you follow their rules and reach the profit objective, you can withdraw whatever you make after that, okay? So this is actually an evaluation account that I have open on Take Profit Trader. This is a relatively new evaluation account. As you can see, doing pretty good so far. Hopefully it stays that way. All right, but right here, the reason why I have this account open is because they give you the rules in plain writing, clear as day, as soon as you check on your evaluation account, which I love, okay? Again, they're super simple to use, and they have the best user experience, in my opinion, out of all the prop firms, okay? So you can see the rules right here. Don't trade more than 6 contracts or 60 micros. Don't allow your account balance to go below 49,569. Now, this just means that it has a max drawdown of $2,000, okay? Because my account balance right now is 51,569. If I go below 49,569 minus $2,000, then I will lose access to the account. So if I were to ever get below this number here, then I lose access to the account, okay? Only trade permitted products, that's fine. That's, you know, futures, NQ, YM, ES, all of those. That's everything that most people trade, okay? And don't hold positions past the closing bell. They also have a 50% consistency rule, but that is not an issue, and it's not as bad as 20%, for example, on Tradeify. It just means that you can't have more than 50% of your profits come from one trade. So, for example, my biggest trade, or my biggest day, was $570 in profit. Okay, that is less than 50% of $3,000, okay, because my profit target is $3,000, and because my biggest day was $570 and not half of $3,000, which is $1,500, right? As long as you stay below $1,500 profit in 1 day, you do not break this consistency rule, okay? So this does make Take Profit Trader a little bit harder to pass, but like I said, their rules, especially for payouts, are super, super simple, super clear, and their payout process is extremely clear as well. As long as you follow these rules you see right here, you will have no issues with them and never get a payout denied. I have heard of no one that has gotten a payout denied from Take Profit Trader. Now with Take Profit Trader, you are going to pay a little bit more, okay? But you get what you pay for, okay? They are the most legit prop firm out of all these firms as far as I'm aware. So it's going to cost you around $170 per month, but they also offer coupon codes, and I'm going to provide all these coupon codes for you at the end of the video, so don't worry. They usually have a coupon code that gives you anywhere from 30 to 50% off. So you're really looking at an all-in cost of around $119 per month. So for this reason, I'm going to give Take Profit Trader a S tier ranking. Now, let's talk about, in my opinion, the best prop firm right now for the price and for the rules, and that is going to be My Funded Futures. My Funded Futures seems to have the best options for pretty much anyone in the prop firm space right now. You can grab a starter account for $97 before any discounts, but here's the crazy part, okay? If it is your first time using My Funded Futures, they offer you 50% off your first account if you use, again, the coupon codes that I'm going to show you at the end of the video, okay? I have all of them for all these prop firms, okay? You can get a 50K evaluation account for $50 all in, no activation fee, which is by far the cheapest out of any prop firm in the industry right now. The only catch is that it's for your first account. After that, your discount codes are usually only going to get you around 5% off, okay? But the thing is, they've already priced it very cheap, okay? $97 for this is already cheap, and it's cheaper than some of the full all-in pricing of the other prop firms that we've talked about, right? And they have some of the best rules, so let's break it down. You have a max position size of 3 contracts or 30 micros. Okay, this is one of the smaller max position sizes, but honestly, this is a good thing because if you follow me in the channel, you know that you shouldn't even really be trading one contract. Okay, so if you're using proper risk management, this is totally fine. You have a max drawdown of $2,500. You have a profit target of $3,000, a daily drawdown of $1,200. So this is again the soft breach rule. So if you lose more than this in a single day, in any given day, you get locked out of your account, which is fine. There's no consistency rule and there's no scaling rule. And the funded rules, you can see them right here, but again, we're not really going to talk about that. The funded accounts do have a consistency rule though. But for $97, having a profit target of $3,000 and a daily drawdown of 1.2K and a max drawdown of 2.5K with no consistency rule, which means you can pass this thing very quickly. Okay, this is by far the best deal in the industry right now, and from what I've seen and heard, they have good payout policy as well. So because of this, I'm also going to put My Funded Futures in the S tier ranking, okay? So let's summarize everything in this video and compare everything side by side so that you know exactly which prop firm you want to use. So starting with My Funded Futures, you have an all-in cost of around $48 to $92. This is your first time discount, and this is your ongoing discount, usually what price you can get. You have a profit target of $3,000, a drawdown of $2,500. This gives you a ratio of these two numbers of 1.2. The closer we are to 1 here, the better, okay? So this is great. These are great rules. Max contracts, 3 and 30. Passing difficulty, in my opinion, it's medium. And the coupon codes you can use are Tester and CFT for that first 50% off. And then if you want to support the channel, Simple gets you 5% off thereafter. It may even actually give you 50% off your first account, so see if it works, try it out. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry. Now with Take Profit Trader, you are going to be paying around $119 after discount, so the true cost is $119. Your profit target is $3,000, your max drawdown is $2,000. This is a ratio of 1.5. The max contracts is double that of My Funded Futures, 6 and 60. Passing difficulty, again, medium, and the coupon code that will get you 30% off is Simple Trader. Tradeify, we have the true cost being $97, again, with those coupon codes. Profit target of 3K, max drawdown of 2K, and a ratio of 1.5. The max contracts are going to be 5 and 50. Again, 5 minis, 50 micros. Passing difficulty medium, and the coupon code is going to be auto-applied if you use the link in the description down below. And what that means is that whatever is the best discount that they currently offer, it will automatically be applied to your order if you use that link in the description down below. Again, all of these prop firms and their coupon codes and discounts are in the description down below, all of the best possible pricing options, so make sure to check that out. And last but not least, we have Apex Trader Funding. The evaluation cost, by far the cheapest out of all of the evaluation costs, $16 to $33 depending on whether you're getting an 80% discount or a 90% discount. Sometimes you'll get a 70% discount, but majority of the time they have 80 to 90% off. But the catch is that their true cost of funding is actually more expensive than almost all of the other prop firms, okay? If you want to actually get your funded account, you will have to pay an activation cost of around $130, which makes their true cost of funding $150 to around $170, okay? So actually quite expensive compared to the other firms, okay? The profit target is $3,000. The max drawdown is $2,500, which gives you a ratio of 1.2. Your max contract size is 10 minis, which is ridiculous. You shouldn't use anywhere close to that, and 100 micros. But the passing difficulty is the easiest of all the firms, pretty much, in my opinion, from what I've seen, because there's no consistency rule. There's no, there's pretty much no rules as long as you don't blow the account. As long as you don't hit this number and you hit this number, it doesn't matter how fast you do it. You can literally pass in, a few minutes technically if you just, full size, full port a trade and just YOLO it, right? Like you can literally get to this profit target instantly, because they offer so much size and no real strict rules. But when you actually get funded, they do have some strict rules as far as payouts are concerned and all of that. So even though the passing difficulty is easy, which again, I think makes it good for beginners that don't have a lot of money, they can, get good practice in, and the payout rules are a little bit strict, okay? And the best coupon code for Apex Trader Funding is going to be ST, okay? Yes, that is my coupon code, but it does offer you a standard discount of around 80% off, depending on what they're running on the website. All of these coupon codes and discounts are subject to change. They are always changing, so just keep that in mind and do your own research. Hopefully this video helped you. Smash that like button if it did. And if you want to join my free Discord, the link is in the description down below. I post my key levels as well as my trades and executions and just talk about trading in general. Join that Discord, link in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.